It feels like a real kick in the teeth now that Revenue Canada has come along and said, no, you don't qualify. We want all that money back.
This comes from Teresa Bucher, co-founder of Free Stuff for Daily Needs in Gravenhurst. She says her and her husband had been homesick with COVID in the early part of the year and needed to be home for several weeks. In the meantime, they needed money to help themselves and keep their organization operational, so they applied for CERB.
We did apply for that, thinking that we did qualify. We met the requirement of the $5,000 each for income, that we were affected by COVID, that we couldn't work. We met all those requirements. They approved us. We started to get the money. And it helped out tremendously because we knew we had to totally revamp Free Stuff for Daily Needs. No more in-the-house or tours. No more private appointments in that basis, no more in our yard events. We had to change and start doing more deliveries. Everything had to go curbside. We had to invest in masks and gloves. And we had to bring our truck up to standards because we needed new brakes. So that was $6,000 worth of investing in that. We had to get the internet installed in our house. We'd never had that before. So it wasn't like we were taking the CERB money and using it silly. We actually were using it to invest back into the community so that we could help the families like we've always helped them.
And now they say that recently Revenue Canada wants their money back after going through their income taxes and finding out they don't qualify, which now leaves them to figure out how to pay back a large amount of money by the end of the year.
We're going to have to somehow borrow $28,000 to pay back. And how do you do that when, we've got even less money this year for Free Stuff for Daily Needs because we couldn't even do our fundraisers. So how do you pay back $28,000 when last year we only had a combined total income of about $12,000? How do you do that?
The couple are now going to appeal to the government to have them look at their case as they feel they weren't given the correct guidelines on who could receive the money.
We've been deemed an essential service by the province of Ontario. We are trying to keep our community calm in the midst of this COVID because being long-haul COVID survivors, we know how important that is. And if what we do helps families to be able to stay at home and be safe and not out in the community as much looking for their basic needs, then we feel that we're entitled to be able to keep that money.
The money is expected to be paid back by December 31st, or they may face penalty fees. So in the meantime, they are moving forward by continuing their service to the community until they figure out a solution. Reporting in Gravenhurst, I'm Samantha Johnson for Cogeco News.